Good morning, everyone. This is the VOLTHA FCAPS and Pod Management Brigade meeting for March 16th of 2020. I have started the recording. This meeting will be recorded. It will be posted on our YouTube channel, so please only say things consistent with a public meeting. It looks like we do have sufficient people to get started this morning. So as usual, well, let me make announcements first. So we do have a code freeze on March 24th. That would be next week. So please try to time your code commits with that in mind, so that you have features complete before the code freeze, or anything that's not done by then you expect to work on after the code freeze. Don't feel like everything has to be done by freeze. I mean, don't rush work if something's not going to make it. We still we want to keep our mind on quality of work. So if something's going to take longer, just let us know. And certainly we are aware that some things are going to take longer. So just keeping the code freeze in mind. Does anyone have any questions about the code freeze? Okay, good. Then we'll move ahead with status reports. So starting at the top, that would be Devmalia. Would you like to give your status, Devmalia?
Yes. So last week, 4 of my alarm-related user stories got resolved, and as of now, I have only VOL 2747 under review, and I think that can be merged because it has some 3+1s. And apart from that, I have VOL 895 and VOL 2324 in kind of a block state because I'm waiting for JSON's changes to be finalized. And once it's done, I can have a second look at it.
That was 895, and what was the other one?
2324. I think it's in Jira.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not finding it here, but I believe you. Yeah. So any word from Jason on when his changes will be when his changes will come in?
I'm not sure about that.
So that would be this one here that he has.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes,
I can.
I think it, yeah. I think it affects 8. Yeah.
Let's say again.
Yeah, I think it affects VOL 895 and 2324. His changes.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I will take a look at Jason's changes. Let me make a note. To review Jason's changes. We'll see. We'll see if we can get if his are blocked or on any reviews. We'll try to get those ones unblocked. So do you have yeah, we'll try to get your other patch, the one on the alarm stuff that's under review. That it looks like we have +1s on those. I just gave it a +2. So as soon as it passes, it's automated testing. If it kicks off a hardware test, we'll get that one merged.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Amalia. Is there? So at this point, are you you're blocked on everything that's currently assigned? Do you have current work that you're working on?
I don't have anything to work on right now.
Are there available alarm stories that still have to be done? So there is an 889 here.
Yes, actually, I'm not sure about 889. Is it similar to ONU disabled alarm? I'm not sure about this. I left a comment here.
Yeah, I'll put down a note. You look at 889. Yeah, some of these, the descriptions are not very complete. So if this is the same as and ONU disabled alarm, then this may just be an extra issue. I don't suppose anyone knows on the call. Okay, I will look into it. But it's come up a couple times in the past that these issues ended up in here, and then the original person could not recall why these were created. So I will look around. I'll contact Thomas Moore and see if he has any more details on this one, since he's the one who filed it.
Okay.
Let's see, what else do we have here? And what about these two ones here, 2272 and 897, the drift of window and the differential reach?
I think a drift of window is present. I saw something about it, but I'm not sure about 897. I can look into it.
Yeah, if you could grab those two, and if you find that drift of window is already done, I too think I've seen that one in the code. But if you find it's already done, you can resolve it as already done.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just make sure to grab a couple things so you have some work items for the week that aren't blocked. Yeah, it looks like we're cleaning up the list here pretty good. Almost everything is either in progress or done. So yeah, closing up the gap on the list there pretty good. Anything else, Devmalia?
No, as of now, nothing.
Okay, Dinesh, would you like to give your status?
Yeah, I was working on 936, and then I had made all the 5-6 Garrett's and code review changes and SCA warnings and all that stuff. But then we decided to change the design little bit. So I was going through other stuff last week, whether the code is okay or not, and what changes are suggested, and how do I implement it. So on Friday, I pretty much finished the proto thing. I'll send today the Garrett, and I will accordingly change rest of the Garretts. I haven't abandoned them.
Okay, great. Yeah. If there are any that you do plan on abandoning, could you make sure to mark those clearly? I think we have David on the call, but David is going to be keeping an eye on patches for the code freeze, so it is probably good that he's aware of which ones of these patches you have outstanding that might be abandoned, and which ones that may come in after code freeze. I'm thinking by now, since we changed the design, probably this whole feature will be delivered sometime after code freeze. Do you think it could come in this week, Dinesh, or do you pretty much think it'll probably be after the freeze?
I think after the freeze, because I have to test it again and see how it works.
Right. So
And
David, you've got that any patches currently attributed to Dinesh will not be prior to the freeze.
Well, contributed to the distance one.
Yeah.
I got that, and I'm just wondering how to mark patch sets so that they're post freeze. I'm wondering if we want to augment any patch set title with some like post or something.
Yeah, we could stick a post in the title, or a post freeze, or a PF, or
or something like that. I'll throw something up there on the chat and see what there, because it'd be nice to be able to differentiate very clearly, not just for people on this call, but everywhere, that which patch sets are meant to be before the freeze and which aren't.
Okay, yeah, I think that would be handy.
I have a question that I'm sorry if you don't mind me asking. After the code freeze, are we supposed to be still committing to the branch?
You mean the release branch?
Yeah. Or
The release after
yeah.
code freeze, the only thing that should be committed to the release branch are bug fixes.
So how about, like, I mean, we know what the date is. Why are we trying to mark these as separately? Because if you want to go ahead and cherry pick them, we'll cherry pick them into the release branch, right?
Why I would like them differentiated, so that when I'm doing some filtering and looking at the patch sets, I can be clear, in my mind anyway, which ones we expect to be finished by the end of the week.
Oh, so
And-
just
and-
until the end of the week, we're talking.
Yeah, it's really just to understand when I do a query of overall Apache sets, which ones we need to push, which ones we say, okay, people are working on it, great, but I don't have to worry about that.
Okay, got it.
Okay, thanks, David. So Dinesh, you've implemented the new API David proposed. Then the I forget what it's called, get value, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, and you have a patch outstanding right now that implements that we can look at.
Yeah, means today I will send the patch for proto, and accordingly I'll do rest of the changes.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think we look forward to seeing that new API. So yeah.
Yeah, I think whatever existing patch sets I have should work. It's just the function name has changed and the return parameter.
Right. Okay, great. Well, thank you, Dinesh, and thanks for being so quick to take on the changes to the design. I know that was a little bit disruptive, changing course like that, but I do think that this is going to make things much better for the future to have this sort of extensible API for fetching custom values like this. So
Yeah.
this is great work, and it's great that we're getting the first one of these custom values in.
Yeah, it's kind of an infrastructure than the bug.
Yeah. Anything else to report, Dinesh?
I resolved Jira 1091 because it was waiting for RX power thing which Redfish provides.
Yeah. We talked about that one, so that one's all done. Yeah, thank you for following up on that and coordinating and getting that one closed off. That was a good one to get marked off. I think we also have for you like a documentation thing that you can work on if you want. That could happen even during freeze, I think, because we'll probably be able to work on documentation during freeze. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, document PM reporting formats. That's something. If you run out of things to do, or if it, yeah, the timing with freeze or something interferes, there's always this documentation issue that we could use some effort put toward.
Yeah. I'll talk to you if I land up in that situation.
Sure, great. I think that's everything. Anything else to report, Dinesh?
No, not much.
Okay, next up would be Divya. Would you like to give your status, Divya?
Yeah, hi Scott. I have completed the Jira POL 2358, which is related to F agent changes for dynamic logging. So I have submitted the code changes for the Garrett review. So waiting for your review comments, basically you and David. And then today I submitted one more changes for the Jira.
Which issue was that,
2760.
Divya?
Hello.
Yeah, I say which issue was the one you've completed?
That is 2538.
2538. There we go.
Yeah, related to OF agent changes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we've got patches in on that. Yeah, we will. That should be a relatively straightforward one. Yeah, I'll try to get those reviewed today.
Yeah.
I'm just writing down notes.
Yeah, and today I submitted one more Jira is 2760, which you have created basically on Friday, I guess, related to disable the global log level, clearing of global log. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, David created this new one.
Yeah. So if it is possible to merge this Jira today, then it will be good for tomorrow's demo.
Yeah, I will make sure we get that one reviewed. Yeah, it looked like that was simple enough. That was just disabling the disabling clearing of the global log level. Yeah, so we can do that. That's this patch here. Are there more? Were there more patches as well? So all three of these here are all ready for review.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll get those. If you could handle this, do a
Merge conflict.
rebase.
No?
Yeah, do that. Rebase that one. We'll make sure to
Yeah,
get that
I'll
one
do
in.
that. Yeah. Means I have done already, but again it's coming. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes things move fast, and, and you have to rebase often.
Yeah.
And then so once these are merged, you still have additional issues on the queue for you to work on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Uh,
you don't need anything else assigned for this week. You're good.
yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, and the demo we plan on having it scheduled tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think the whole community is looking forward to seeing that that demo. Anything else, Divya? This is looking really good.
No, Scott.
Okay, let's see. We also have Rohan. Would you like to give your status, Rohan?
Yeah, hi Scott. So last week I was working on VOL 2311, that is logging for OpenVenue adapter changes. So I was going through some concepts also regarding Twisted and Reactor for that, and I submitted a patch set for 2358. But the Jenkins is still failing for that. I've seen for others also it's failing. It's getting the sanity test as aborted. So if you like, can have a look for that. And yeah, these two I worked on. And also there's 2619, which I think David has raised that issue. So I've commented on that Jira open code for that. Uh, like, uh, like if we need to do those changes or not. So like if David can verify if that needs to be done.
Yeah, so this was the one that you believed could not fail. Is that right? So maybe we
Yeah,
don't need to return the error
yeah.
because it can't fail.
Yeah.
David, were you going to look into that and see if that
Oh,
if
is it? I thought that one was already merged for some reason. Yeah, I'll take a look at that one.
okay, thanks, David.
Yeah, and for that 2358 Scott, if you can have a look, like why that sanity test is about getting aborted. I could see for others also for that OpenVenue repo, that sanity test is getting aborted.
Okay, that's this one here. Yeah, I've got it down to look at the sanity tests on that one. So yeah, I will look into that myself, and I will ask the QA people if it's not clear what's going on there.
Mm,
Yeah, so it's aborted. Is it just maybe it's timing out? Just take a quick look down here. I notice it often it's supposed to ignore sanity tests, but it will do that. It will abort them if they time out.
yeah.
I don't see. Yeah, I will take more time to look into this once the call is complete, and we'll try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, because locally in my machine when I tested it was working fine.
Okay, yeah. It could also be we just need to increase resources to the job. Sometimes that's happened. So I'll play around with it a bit, and we'll figure out what's up with it.
Yeah.
Anything else to report, Rohan?
No, nothing else.
And do you have work for you to do this week after these ones are taken care of?
Yeah, I'm currently working on 2311. That is dynamic logging for OpenVenue.
Oh yeah, that's right. So that one. I assume that's coming in after the code freeze if it takes a lot to get that done since it's in Python.
Yeah. I have to actually. I was going through some concepts of twisted also, and reactors also for that. So
Sure.
I started with the code changes also now.
Okay, yeah. Let me know if you run into any issues on that one. But yeah, it sounds good. It sounds like you've got plenty lined up to do.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else that anyone would like to talk about this morning? Okay, well, I think we can wrap up the meeting, give people some time back, and we're looking forward to seeing the logging demo tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye all.
Thank you.
Bye.